Another NFL team that you've written about, the Dallas Cowboys, scored only 17 points against the Vikings last week. Is that a sign of things to come or just maybe a little bit of a hiccup?
Yeah, it was interesting. They did not have a very good offensive night against the Vikings, and I don't think that the Vikings necessarily suckered them into anything. There were fumbles, there were a missed handoff, there were some. Really, Dak Prescott's only good play was scrambling there for 14 yards on a 3rd and 13. We remember the Des Bryant, the long touchdown pass where he stumbled down to the one. If Dak had put that on the money, I think that was easily a walk-in touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott came on strong there late, but still was a little bit shy of his 113-yard average. I think he finished with in the low 80s. So this is going to be playoff football for the Dallas Cowboys. This was a test for them. And if they play like this in January, I don't know if they would win that kind of game playing the way that they did against the Vikings. That said, though, they have put together enough of a resume for me to say right now that I don't believe this is symptomatic of a larger issue. I think that this was, at least right now, a hiccup. Now, as we go into December, as we see how they play against the Giants, if this continues, that would have me worried for January and certainly going into the NFC Championship game. But for right now, I say it's just a hiccup.
All right, Jonathan, I want to present a little bit of a scenario to you here. I was thinking about this when the Cowboys clinched their playoff berth. What happens if for some reason they have home field advantage in Week 17, the last week of the season, they go to rest their starters, and then Tony Romo starts at quarterback against the Eagles last week of the regular season? Is there any chance we could see that?
I think that's a fantastic hypothetical. But I will say this. As much as Tony Romo respects the Cowboys organization and as much as the Cowboys respect Tony Romo, if they feel that game is not a game that they absolutely have to win, then I think that they put in Mark Sanchez. I don't think that they disrespect, because that is in my opinion, that is a disrespectful thing to do to a quarterback that has been loyal to the organization, that has been a stand-up guy in what has to have been, and he has admitted to be a very tough season for him physically and emotionally. And so I would not put Tony Romo in that situation where, we're going to remove Dak. We don't really care if you get injured, Tony. It doesn't really matter if we win this game, Tony. Just go out there and let's roll through the bye, and we'll worry about you as a backup later. I think you have to go with Mark Sanchez if you sit Dak Prescott.